Alright, this morning I'm just going to take you through some stretches. After 8 years as an infantry soldier, I left the military with a pretty sore back, a couple of bulge discs in my lower back, and it's really common for most people. It's a fairly weak part of the human anatomy. Obviously having a strong core helps mitigate that, but the best relief that I've ever had has always been from stretching and mobility exercise. It takes a little bit of attention out of your lower back. Okay, so we're just going to start off with a little bit of a flow. So some of you out there that do yoga will probably be disgusted by my level of yoga, but this is really easy and also really easy to remember as well. That is going to ruin everything. That bloop was way too loud. Stop watching. How about you just count up? That'll do for me. Stop. Stopwatch. There you go. Alright team, I'm going to run you through some stretches today. Obviously really good for jiu-jitsu, really good for kickboxing as well. Okay, so we're going to start off with a little bit of a yoga type flow. I want you to reach all the way up. Deep breaths in, and as you breathe out, we're going to bend at the waist first until you feel that stretch through your lower back, and then I want you to try and reach for your toes. As you reach for your toes, it's okay to get a little bend in your legs. If you can feel the stretch, you can feel the stretch. Okay? I should be able to feel this stretch in my lower back and my hamstrings. Hold it for 3 to 5 breaths. You'll feel every time you take a deep breath in and out, your flexibility will improve. That breathing is really important. Okay, now we're just going to roll through the back, all the way up, stretch out again. Breathe in and out. We're going to bend at the back first. Ooh, I feel the stretch in my hamstrings, and then I'm going to bend the rest of my back until I can feel the stretch now in my lower back and my hamstrings together. 3 to 5 breaths at the bottom. Hands on the ground, or you can reach for the back of your ankle. It's up to you. And then roll the way back up. Never forget, whenever you're stretching, it's a very personal thing. As long as you can feel the stretch. And laugh. Okay, all the way back down again. Alright, excellent. One more time. This time we're going to go all the way down and we're going to turn into a downward dog position. We're going to have our hands down on the mat. Okay? I want you to walk your feet out, and then we're going to push our head through the middle of our arms, and then I want you to push your heels down on the mat. Okay? If you can have straight legs here, that's fine. That'll increase the hamstrings, but bent legs is fine as well. Okay? Whatever feels good, and you can move around in this position too if you like. Okay? And kind of push it down into your Achilles, train your Achilles. If your hips are tight, you can roll all the way to one side and feel it stretching the hips. And you have some hamstrings. Then we're going to go to the push-up position and lower down. And first round, I just want you to push up onto your elbows, push your hips into the mat and feel that stretch through your hips and the hyperextension in your lower back as well. Again, every time we stop somewhere, 2-3 deep breaths. Now, before we get back up into the downward dog position again, we're just going to move up to our knees, and you're going to push all the way back. And then back up again. Okay? So to make sure that we stretch both sides. My hamstrings, lower back right now. And you can push your legs straight if you like. Leave them bent. You can work through your Achilles here. And you can also play with your hips. Okay. You can stay in all these positions for as long as you feel necessary. It's really a very personal thing. The more you spend in those moments of discomfort, the better effect you'll have at the end, okay? Alright, excellent. This time, just finish on all fours. Now we're going to step up one leg on the outside, okay? What I want you to do first before we go up to one arm is I want you to push your knee down in the mat and just feel your hips and your front hamstring stretch here. Okay, we'll hold that for 3 to 5 breaths. And then we're going to open ourselves up a little bit more. Okay? This helps push the hips a little bit more. Stretch through the upper body as well. Nice deep breaths. Come back down. Pull that foot back. Same thing on the other side. Push your hips down in. Feel the stretch. And hand down, rotate out. Alright, back to our knees. This time we're going to come to the front, okay? We're going to make it a little bit harder now. You're going to get your heel. You're just going to walk your leg out till you feel your hamstring stretch. Just there like this. Okay, and we're going to hold this again. You can move around in this position, push your hips. Okay. You're all going to be tight in different spots, so find a spot that you feel you're going to benefit from and hold that for 3 to 5 deep breaths. Again, work a rotation here. Relax. Safely pull your leg back. Same thing on the other side. Up we come. And we're just going to work our heel out. And work that rotation in again. Down, safely walk it back. Okay, this time, bring our leg around to the front. I want you to try and sit as far down as you can. Okay, if you need to sit up here, you can sit up here, that's fine. If you want to lay all the way down, that is also fine. You can even get in some cheeky shoulder stretches way down here if you like. But just find a little spot to chill out. Again, we're getting into the glutes and the side of our hips down here. Really great stretch for kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, and if you're a runner as well. Okay, if you find your hips tight from running, this is a really helpful stretch. Again, you can move around in this position to find the spot that you feel that you're going to benefit from both. It doesn't have to be completely static. You can move around. Okay, play with the mobility of your hips and your joints. From the rotation back, swap sides, around you come. Same thing again on the other side. Okay, feel free, you can sit all the way up here, wherever you feel like the stretch is best for you. And relax, okay. Next one. Okay, we're gonna start from our feet. You're just gonna walk your feet out until you feel a nice groin stretch here. You can be up, okay, or you can go all the way down and support with your hands, whatever you prefer. Okay, again, important thing is to feel the stretch. So toes facing forwards for this one. We're just gonna hold this stretch again. You can hold it to a timer if you want, or you can count your breaths, 3 to 5 breaths. Okay, the longer you hold it, obviously the better stretch you're gonna get. Okay. My suggestion is start small and then work your way up, just like everything. Getting in reps, the longer time you can hold it, the better it is for you. If you find that you can't hold it for very long, hold it for as long as you can, and then just change position and come back. Alright, so now we're going to go from front split to side split. You're going to walk your hands around, okay, and we're going to go to the side. If you're struggling to be up on your toes, you can drop to your knees here as well. Again, it's a very personal thing. Okay, whatever you feel like you're going to get the best out of. Back to the front. And then let's walk around to the other side. Alright, this time, just to change it up a little bit, we'll go to the front. I want you to go all the way to one side. Hold it for 3 to 5 breaths. And then we're going to turn our toe up. Same thing again, 3 to 5 breaths. And then over to the other side. And then turn your toe up. Back, walk your feet back in. Gently bring yourself back up. Okay, there's a really good stretching routine. Now, I just went through that once today. You can go back to the start and go through it again, but remember, how long you hold the positions is really up to you. So if you want to hold them the same length as me, that's fine. Or if you want to go back and run it back, remember, repetition, repetition, repetition. Okay, these are really good for releasing the tension in your lower back. If you have lower back problems, it's also great if you're having trouble with high kicks or mobility in jiu-jitsu. It should improve the mobility a little bit in your hips. Okay, so there's a good stretching routine. I hope you guys enjoyed that.